Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do the Collective Tarot Collective, however you want to say that. What is that, a hair on my chin? It's like a long hair. I don't know. For today is Wednesday, July 9th, 2025. You may follow me on the Talk, the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever does not, just leave it on the table for someone else because we don't want you taking on energy that you weren't supposed to. Nobody wants that for you or for themselves. We got Intuitive City Oracle, Rob Berthelman. You can find this at intuitiveintention.com, My Intuitive Intention on Etsy, and he also sells his decks in the TikTok shop. Now, when I pull the deck out of the box, I always take the back end of cards and I put it down the center. I already did this, and the card that was magically at the bottom, the Lovers. The Lovers. Top of the deck. What kind of reading will this be? We got one on the table. I just did the collective with Rare Rebel Oracle, and that was a love reading. Ooh. Okay. Maybe this is what comes after. Oh my. We got two on the table. Three on the table. Four on the table. Five on the table. No major, no reverse. Six. And it's major. First major. Two more shuffles. Seven on the table. Seven on the table, one major. Last shuffle. Eight on the table, one major. Nine on the table. Nine on the table, two major. Did I say two major before or one major? Nine on the table, two major. There's two major. No reverse. Maybe I looked at this one and thought it was... No, I mean, it's not, but maybe I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. We got Three of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. I just hate saying the cards wrong, and then, people in the comments will be like, that wasn't that. Yeah, I know. Like, hello. I said it wrong. I'm human. Give me a break. And I'm old. King of Pentacles. I know, I blame being old a lot. I quite enjoy being able to say that. We got Six of Pentacles. We've got Ace of Wands. One of my faves. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel. Ace of Pentacles. A lot of pentacles here. A lot of pentacles. We got the Six of Cups. And bottom of the deck, the Hermit. The Hermit. Feminine, masculine, it doesn't matter. Take how it resonates. This is really just someone's energy. Someone with the Three of Swords that has experienced a lot of heartbreak in life. And when we talk about heartbreak, right, we can acknowledge that it's not just like breakups with lovers, right? Heartbreak, heartbreak is heartbreak. When a loved one dies, when a friend dies, when you lose a friend, when you stop talking to a friend, when a friend stops talking to you, a family member, something horrible happens to you. Heartbreak is heartbreak. It's not just, like, oh my God, I broke up with my girlfriend. Oh my God, I broke up with my boyfriend. No, that's no. Our hearts are involved in everything we do. Literally everything we do, our hearts are involved. Think about it. Yeah, that's me moaning. The deep sigh. Whoever this person is, I mean, no human deserves abuse or mistreatment or anything like that. But because we're humans, we go through whatever life throws at us, whatever the divine throws at us. We go through tests. We live our lives and things happen. We overcome them. We learn from them. We grow from them. We change from them. Whoever this person is with the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles, this is a very wealthy person. And when I say that this is a wealthy person, I'm not talking about money. Even though these are pentacles, I'm not talking about the nine. I'm going to read you the descriptions on the cards. Nine of Pentacles, self-sufficiency. King of Pentacles, reliability. And Six of Pentacles, generosity. This is someone that might lead with their heart with the Six of Pentacles, but with their mind, the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, this is someone very stable. This is someone very mature and grown. I was picturing Maggie Smith when I said that. But Maggie Smith, two versions of Maggie Smith. One from, the Potter. Yeah. With the witch's, the witch's hat. Yeah. I think she looked damn fine in that hat. And I also pictured her, not from Downton Abbey. No. Mm-mm. Room with a View. Did you ever see that movie? It came out, I want to say like 80s, like early 80s, mid 80s, late 80s. It was in the 80s. It was called Room with a View. It had Julian Sands in it, who's no longer with us, Helena Bonham Carter, and Maggie Smith. And there were other people in it too, I think. But those are the main three. And yeah, I was picturing her from Room with a View. If you've never watched it, watch it. If you can find it, rent it, whatever, watch it. It's funny. It's a good one. Yeah, this is someone that has their shiz together, their shit together, right? And even though this person, what this message is for me is somebody has gone through a lot in their life and they've just kind of gone through the motions, humans being human, dealing with everything that comes along, chaos, heartbreak, joy, good and bad, right? And now with the Ace of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, like this person is going to go through a transformation. And it's not necessarily that they're personally going to go through a transformation, like, like, I don't know, looks, weight loss, or anything like that. It's not necessarily that kind of transformation. It's just that things are going to transform for them environment wise, if that makes sense. With the Ace of Pentacles, again, whoever this person is, this person has a lot of potential. This person has a lot going for them, yes, but they have the ability to just knock shit out of their path. To just be like, oh, you're going to throw some shit at me? Okay, I'm going to throw it right back and I'm going to keep going. Because at this point in the stage of the game, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I've already been through all of this, right? Now I want this. And I'm getting it. Like, whoever this is, they can look on the past. They can think about the things that have happened to them. They can even talk about them, right? Like, I talk about my shiz all the time. Am I even using that word correctly? I don't know. I don't care. I don't mind swearing, but sometimes I worry that, like, I'll get my stuff taken down because they'll, like, watch it and they'll be like, well, she said the word this too many times, Bob. We got to pull down her video. It's YouTube. And I put an 18 and over thing on my thing. I don't know if anybody ever noticed that. But yeah, whoever this is, like, you can think about your past. They can think about their past. And it's okay to do that. I've said that a billion times. Like, it's okay to think about your past, talk about your past. Just don't live there. Just don't live there. And don't let it back into your future, right? Like, when past people come back, let them stay in the past where they belong. You know, it's fully up to you whether you want to adhere to that policy. I just think I don't so let me say this. A lot of readers will tell you, like, "Oh, don't become friends with that so and so again. Like, they're just going to make you stagnant and you're not going to move forward." Here's my thing. Here's my take on it. Let's chat about this for a second. I don't necessarily think that you taking a karmic or toxic person back into your life, again, whether they're still karmic or toxic, whatever, but I don't think you taking them back into your life as a friend, a family member, even like a lover for a certain amount of time, I don't think that's necessarily going to stop what you have coming for you, what you're going towards. I just think it's going to make it harder and probably a longer process. I don't think it's going to stop anything. I think you are the person you are and you're meant for what you're meant for. But when you let that negative energy back into your life, I do think you're kind of like turning your journey into like the snail's pace, right? Like, now it's just going to crawl. Like, it's going to feel like it's taking forever. And everything takes time anyway. And what is time? How do we count time? How, like, what do you think of time? Because in the last 2.5 years, right, I've been on my healing journey. I've been growing, I've been changing, I've been evolving. I've had slip and slides back and forth. I still do. You know, I'm human. I wake up some mornings and I'm like, fuck this. I don't want to get up. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to adult. I just want to lay in bed and sleep for 15 hours, right? We all have those days. We also have those days where we get up and we're like Mary Poppins, you know? Like, we're going to fly with our umbrella all about the city and just pour magic onto everybody. We all have those days. We're human. Like I said, I think we're meant for what we're meant for. You're just going to end up prolonging the wait when you take negative energy back into your life. I've talked about it before, but if you're new to watching me, new follower, new subscriber, um, I was seeing somebody in 2023 and broke up with him in 2023 after about 5 months of a friends with benefits situation because I realized he was with someone else. I didn't realize that at first. Okay. I didn't know that at first. Otherwise, I wouldn't even have. So I broke up with him. He swung back around this past February, and I stopped talking to him at the beginning of April. And I talked to him because I thought, like, okay, now we're going to be friends. Like, that's okay. Like, if you want to be friends, we can be friends. And I told him that. I was very honest with him, about like nothing's going to happen between us. If you think there is, there's not. Men don't believe you when you say that, I guess. Like, they think you're lying. They think you secretly want them, even though you say you don't. I don't know. But for like 2 months, he tried. He tried his hardest. And finally, he was like, I'm never going to get you to change your mind about me. I don't even know why I bother with you. Yeah, I don't know either. Like, I already told you 2 months ago. Like, nothing's happening. I told him he was blocked. I blocked him. And I unblocked him to see. I think he blocked me. That's fine. Keep me blocked. I re-blocked him. I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't need to ever see him again, talk to him again. It's fine. It's more than fine. I was willing to have him back in my life as a friend. He didn't want that. He's just looking for a piece of ass. He's, probably been cheating on his girlfriend the whole time. And yeah, like, it's funny because for the last 2.5 years, like, I've been on this healing journey. I've been healing myself, right? I can tell how different my life has been these last 2 years compared to the 11 years before when I was with the ex-husband. Those were some very stagnant years. Those were some very depressive years. Those were some years where, like, I really just got up and went through the motions and wanted to be back in bed every day, all day. Didn't want to contact anybody. Didn't want to be with anybody. Didn't want to see friends. Didn't want to see family. Typically we go through those motions anyway and do it anyway because we're putting up a facade. We think we have to live a certain existence. And people need to see what they need to see. And it's funny because people might look at the last 2.5 years and be like, okay, now I'm getting the throat thing again. They might be like, oh, you didn't do a lot in 2.5 years. It took you 2.5 years to do that. Okay, think about it. In 11 years that I was with my ex-husband, I didn't do anything for myself. I had my job before I met him. In 2019, I left my job. I went to my current job. That's pretty much it. And we got cats and we got married. That's pretty much all I did in that 11 years. Those were my accomplishments. In the last 2.5 years, and again, not to toot my own horn, but I'm using this as an example. I wrote 3 short stories, combined them into a book. I'm gonna publish it. I have a documentary on my second YouTube channel. I'm gonna keep working on it at some point. I'm gonna add to it. Promise. Promise. I started my TikTok, which went viral and continues to go viral every couple months. I literally added on 4,000 followers in the last year on TikTok. And some might be like, oh, that's nothing. Yeah, that's nothing. But I also have millions and millions and millions and millions of views and 1.2 million likes on there in a year. That's not nothing. I started this YouTube channel. I have over 2,500 readings on here. I have posts on here, affirmations, Sunday funnies. Like, I have over 900 followers on here, subscribers. 950, right? around there. I'm sure some will fall off, some will come back, whatever, it happens. That's not nothing. My Instagram in the last, and again, I don't really post to it like I used to, but my Instagram in the last, like, I don't know, like 2 to 3 months, I gained like 50 followers on there. I don't even know how that happened. My blog, I still write on my blog. I will continue to write in my blog. That's where I write all my free thinking, whatever I got going on in my head. I will continue to write on there. I went back to my Pinterest a couple months ago and started posting on there, and I gained a couple followers on there. When you look at my life and you say, oh, you haven't done anything in the last 2.5 years, I have done so much more in the last 2.5 years than I did in the 11 years before. And that's not a dig to the ex-husband, right? Because we're all in charge of our own lives. Like when I was with him for those 11 years, I chose to live the way I lived. I could have at any moment picked my ass up off the ground and been like, see ya, peace out, and left. It took me 11 years to leave. But I've done so much more in the last 2.5 years than I did in those years before. No regrets. No regrets on anything. No regrets on anything in my life. Every experience has led to this moment. Negative, positive, abusive, every experience. This is somebody looking back. And that's fine, right? I just said that's fine. But this is someone that should be looking ahead because something's coming. And it's kind of funny because I think I told you guys, I just posted the collective for the day and it was a love reading. And it was about what's coming. Like love is coming. Maybe that's what this is. I don't know. With the Hermit card, continue to work on yourself. Continue to take care of yourself, whatever that means for you. Self-care, meditation, yoga, workouts, nature walks, enlightenment videos, reading, anything and everything. Continue to work on yourself. Take care of yourself because whatever's coming is coming. And I feel like for someone, I feel for a lot of people, like it's time. It's time for a change. Like people are ready. And with everything that's going on in the world right now, everything that's going on in the US, if you're in the US, I'm in the US, northern suburbs of Chicago, Illinois. We're ready for a change. We're ready. And it's coming. And I think that's my Amazon. So I'm going to let it go at that. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I'll talk to you later. Bye.